Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Garrick. I sometimes make halfway decent videos about photography, and today I am excited to share with you all my first experience with the Nikon Zf. So if you haven't seen my previous video where I talk about how it was love at first sight with this camera, well, you need to go check that one out. But now I actually have one night of using it out in the field, and I will preface this by saying I had no idea really what I was doing. I mean, I've used the Nikon D850 almost since it came out. I think I got it in early 2018. I think it came out in 2017. I've used the D500 forever. I've been doing photography for 45 years. I'm 60 years old, been doing photography pretty much my whole life. And so the concept, yes, is the same. The exposure triangle is the same. It's just finding out, locating where everything is on a new camera and how to turn it off, and basically how to turn it on, and basically how to make this camera my own so it does what I want it to do. But anyway, I took it out last night. Incredibly rainy, cold, miserable night in the city of Aurora. Met up with my friend Reeshema, and we did a little street walk and got some images out in the rain. We were dodging raindrops the whole night. We were literally going from awning to awning to awning, and just trying to keep as dry as we could. And if you haven't seen my video with Reeshema, it's a really awesome interview with her and shows a lot of her work. And she's also on Instagram, so I would highly recommend you guys checking her work out. It is really, really good. But anyway, so we spent the night, or a couple hours, in Aurora, and I just wanted to show you guys what I got. And these images are going to be unedited, raw images, not cropped, nothing, zero edits to these images. And I'll tell you, spoiler alert, incredible. I am just so amazed. And I mean, the dynamic range, this is a 24.5 or whatever megapixel camera. The dynamic range is just beautiful. The tones, the colors, the light in these images. The focus is like unbelievable. I've got some pictures in here where I was driving my car on the way home through the rain, through the foggy windshield, through the raindrops, through the windshield wipers, moving car, and it captures stuff in focus. I was shooting slower shutter speeds in Aurora, and there was moving cars, and so the cars were blurred out a little bit, but my subject was tack sharp. So, and this is handheld. I was like, holy crap. And I'm not used to cameras that move the focus point for you. I was like, holy cow. Game changer. I mean, I'm so used to, with my thumb on that back dial on the D-pad or whatever, the pad on the back of the D850, moving my focus points where I want it to be. Or there's the little joystick. I think you can use either one, but having that subject detect in the ZF, oh my god. Granted, I'm 60, these toys are new to me, or this technology is new to me, and I'm in love. A, with the looks and aesthetics of this camera, B, with the specs and with the quality and with the colors. I've babbled way too long already. Hey everybody! I am going out for the very first time with my brand new Nikon Zf. It sits right there in the car seat next to me. It's not buckled in because I'm not going to get in a car accident. But heading into Aurora, Illinois, it is a gloomy, rainy night. It's 6:15 right now and the sun goes down at 7, like in 1 hour. I'm about a half hour from Aurora, so it's going to be perfect timing right at when the sun goes down and the street lights come on. And hopefully, one of my favorite things for street photography, hopefully we're going to have some wet streets. Obviously we do right now, at least here in Yorkville, but hopefully when I get into Aurora it'll not be raining, but we will have the residual wet streets so we can get all those beautiful reflections. So I don't know much about the Nikon Zf. This is, like I said, this is my first time out shooting it. I can't wait. I am going to shoot probably on aperture priority, and I think I'm going to go to like f4. This is brand new lens as well, so this is a whole new kit. I have no idea how, you know, it will respond, but it's an f2 40mm Nikon Z lens. So I'm gonna go, you know, a couple stops over, wide open. We'll go from there. Thinking I might try to do a little bit of longer exposure stuff and try out the IBIS in this camera. Something that is completely foreign to me, and I'm looking forward to just being able to shoot handheld, you know, in low light. So that is exciting to me, and I might give that a try tonight. But anyway, that's what I'm up to. Thank you all very much for joining me, and we'll come back on once I'm in the City of Lights, Aurora, Illinois. Here we go. Alright, so this is the old Aurora firehouse. It's now a museum, but this was the very first image that I took on this night. And I will put the image up right now. Here it is. It's nothing spectacular. This is unedited. This is right out of camera. My first shot with the Nikon Zf, out doing street photography. And yeah, I said it before, I love this camera, and I'm not going to find too many faults with it. This is a really, really cool old building. I love the green. I love that dome at the top. It's just, the architecture is amazing. Just a cool building, a fun building to shoot. I've not shot it nearly enough as I probably should have, but what the heck. This image actually, it might even be just a touch soft. I'm not even sure, but whatever. Yeah, I definitely need to shoot this building more. The greens and the architecture is just amazing. I know I was hoping for wet streets, but we got more than we really bargained for. The rain was really starting to come down. We were literally going from awning to awning. And when I say we, I mean me and my friend Reeshema Wood. She's in my camera club. I've interviewed her for this channel before. She's an amazing, amazing photographer. So we were out on the streets this night hoping for wet streets, and yeah, we got quite a bit of water coming down from above on this particular evening. So here I am, out with my brand new baby, out in the nasty, windy, rainy, cold night, and didn't want to get my new baby wet at all. So I stayed tucked away in the doorways and in the awnings. So the next few shots are going to be from in those doorways and in those awnings, and this one here is probably my favorite. In true Saul Leiter fashion, I was shooting through whatever I could find to shoot through, and in this case I was using this storefront window, and you can see it's all kind of fogged up, and that made for some very nice ambiance and atmosphere. And like I said, I just kind of tucked my way here, but I love the reflection. Just love how I composed it. You know, I split the image vertically using the storefront window, and just waited till I got the right color vehicle to pass through. Would have been nice to get some people in there, but there was nobody out on this particular night. But I love this composition. I love the tonal qualities, the richness that the water or the rain brings out. Just a very cool, old, nostalgic image. Now here's that same image in black and white. The tones are just beautiful, just gorgeous. And I shot this at f4 in 1/30th of a second, and that is something I could have never done before, shooting this Nikon Zf with in-body image stabilization, otherwise known as IBIS. And like I said earlier, it's new to me, and I am in love with it because it's I'm limited. I can't always shoot handheld with the D850, so this is awesome. That image and every image you're going to see in this video were taken with my 40mm f2.0 lens, because that's the only lens I had at the time for my Nikon Zf. And on the first image, I believe I was at f8. As you can tell by, you get a little more depth of field, more in focus. Now on this one, I think I went back down to f2, f4, in that ballpark. Same doorway I was sitting in, and just a different composition. Like them both. I think I like the first one I showed you better than this one, but again, I just wanted to do another image from that location using the right side of the storefront window, and you know, like I said, opening up the aperture to throw the background out of focus. And again, I just love the tonal qualities, love the lights, love the range of saturation. And again, these images that I'm showing you in this video are at the very most just slightly processed. Very little processing, if any, on all of these images that I'm showing you, which I'm just amazed at this mirrorless Nikon Zf camera.
You know, one time I came out, it was
We then found ourselves seeking shelter in the pedestrian walkway, as it was covered and enclosed, and we could somewhat stay dry.
while I was driving home, and I was like, I called home, I said, where's the total shop? And it was like,
This might be kind of cool.
oh yeah.
It all diffused like that.
Oh, definitely.
And yeah, it was kind of cool. It's kind of my Saul Leiter moment here. Shooting through that diffused plastic screening from the walkway there. Just really cool abstract art, and yeah, I like it a lot. And here's another one. Again, I just love this abstract art. I try to come up with something that the viewer can try to anchor on, so the viewer knows where they're at. It's not too hard to figure out what they're looking at. But I just love the tones in these images. Just love the saturated colors, the dynamic range. It's just, man, I am so in love with this camera. You guys are going to be so tired of hearing me say that. Speaking of abstract art and tones and colors, I mean, look at this image. I took this from the truck, sitting at the stoplight, and I focused on the windshield glass just to throw everything else out of focus. And this is how it came out. And again, abstract art, beautiful tones, beautiful colors. Just gotta experiment around a little bit with your cameras, and you can come up with some just gorgeous, gorgeous images. And this is one of them. And right after shooting that image, this guy busts through that door that you see right behind him. And I just turned and fired, and this thing is sharp, and it was relatively high ISO. You can't see any noise in this image, or not too much noise, but it grabbed focus in a low light situation with me just turning and firing. I mean, come on. Nikon Zf. I mean, maybe I should have bought this camera a long time ago. Same area, then this guy kind of walked through the scene and just grabbed this image again. Low light, the tones are incredible, the black and white is just beautiful, and yeah, I mean, just a normal image, nothing spectacular, but just to show you guys the tones and how impressed I am with what I've gotten in just a short period of time with this Nikon Zf. And like I said before, I don't really even know how to use it all that well. And here he is in color, and again, very little, almost no editing done at all. This is pretty much right out of camera. So this picture was taken right after Reeshema taught me how to use the subject detection autofocus on the Zf. It's like when this thing locked in on her eye, or both eyes, I can't remember, I think it was one eye, I was like, holy shit, my world just has changed. The complete game changer. I was like amazed. And how crazy is that? I'm 60 years old and I'm just finding out about this subject detection autofocus. I mean, come on, dude. Alright, so now I'm just going to show you the last few images, and the first one is this one, still in the pedestrian tunnel, very low light, very quick firing, just aim and shoot, and pretty much in focus. This guy's walking through the night, carrying some stuff to his car, but just the dynamic range of this image, and the colors, and the tones, and the wet streets, and did I say the colors and the tones? I mean, come on. Going for a little more abstract art here. Again, shot right from the truck. And this last one also taken from the truck. And again, stopped at a stoplight. But look at these colors. I mean, I have done nothing to this image. Not to mention, I shot through a rainy, wet windshield. And the street signs like in pretty darn tight focus. I mean, oh, God. I'm just amazed. What a camera. All right, everybody, I told you, incredible images. I'm so happy with this camera. I can't wait to go shoot it in Chicago, which is coming up very soon. We're going to go in, and there's a No Kings kind of a protest, but we're going to just do some street photography in the big city of Chicago. I cannot wait to take this camera downtown and just capture the action and activity and light and scenes and smells and everything about Chicago. But that's coming up in a couple of days. But for now, hope you enjoyed all those images. I can't speak more highly about this camera. Nice job, Nikon. I love it. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the images, and you all know the drill. Like it if you did, subscribe if you haven't, and ring that notification bell, because every once in a while your old buddy makes a halfway decent video, and you don't want to miss that one. With that, I am Garrick. I am your very best friend in the whole wide world, and we will see you next time. Everybody, bye-bye.